Welcome to Grand Slam tennis lessons. Nice little pims and strawberries and some stinky French cheese, and the rest are Aussie Fosters and good old American Coca-Cola. Welcome to Grand Slam tennis lessons. We've got two objectives. One is for you to see what are the patterns that the elite do to win those tight 50-50 pressure pack matches, and how you can do exactly the same patterns. And also, once you now see these big point player tactics, you can then watch Wimbledon through a new lens and get much more enjoyment. So the key thing really that we need to sort out right now is John Wooden's quote about the fundamentals. And he says that the fundamentals don't change as you go up the levels of capability. The only thing that changes is your ability to execute the fundamentals with more precision, more consistency and more speed. That's all. So, welcome to Grand Slam tennis lessons. So this is the antidote to the serve out y+1, because there's always an antidote. So in this instance, the returner server will probably start behind the baseline, will come in and do a split step and look to take the ball on the rise on the angle. Again, some stats to you. So the returner serve +1 accounts for 25% of all shots, or of all points. So between the serve +1, returner serve +1, 70% of points are what's called the first strike in 4 shots or less. And watch them, they don't have time to take their racket back with a big backswing and hit the ball. They're squatting down, they're attacking the ball, and all they can do is meet the ball with very little backswing, a bit like a volley, and meet the ball with their body weight going forward. Where should you aim for? Well, let's look at the maths. If you hit it cross court, you hit into this person's forehand, and probably at your standard of play, the person serves and comes towards the middle, or serves and stays there. Only big point players are trained to run around with their little twinkle toes and go an inside out forehand. So, if they return serve to the forehand, that's cool. And now you're doing a forehand parallel to the line. It's catchable. If they go for a kind of a high risk shot at the backhand cage, now you've got a diagonal to go to. They'll have to run much further. So the preferred attack is this area here. And the better you are, the deeper it is. Doesn't need to be power, it just needs to get deep. In fact, often deep with no power is a great returner serve. So now, to the untrained, they're doing a tucked up backhand, not nice. And if you're trained, you're still tucked up in your forehand. Only the elite and big point players are trained for a 1-2 combination, so that even if you hit it deep, you're still hitting it to the backhand cage. So that's what you need to practice, and that's what you should be seeing the elite doing. Not trying to do too much with the first serve, trying to neutralise. Think about it as 3 options: neutralise, set up and hurt. Notice I haven't said win anywhere. That's a most game, small percentage of success. Neutralise, set up, hurt. So what they're trying to do from the first serve is neutralise. Start getting back into the court. And the second one might be a hurt, it might be a setup.
To play. Oh, yes. Great angle to see that shot, too.
So he's like, let's pare down. It's only 2 sets and 3-1. Let's get another break. You can see him. He's just like he's getting fired up back there. That's why he's winning all the time.
The backhand side. Person serves in. Again, same maths. Mug's game to hit it into the forehand because they not only have a forehand, they have an angle. You could hit it straight back into the backhand cage, and that's fine, except these people will be grooved on backhand cross court. But that's okay. What again we should be aiming for now is getting it into the C quadrant. So there they're there, and the ball is now coming here, tucking them up on their forehand, because you can probably bet your life they haven't been trained in this. Their feet are a little bit lazy and they're not in a great position. So that's the return of first serve +1, and again the aim is not one shot. Let's see what the server is going to do, react, improvise and be spontaneous. It's a 1-2 shot combination, just like a boxer, just like the military learning drill.
Good tournament for Wozniacki there. Lost to Madison Keys in that final.
Well, the depth of the return from Zhang put Wozniacki at full stretch.
Love 30.
Serve not moving Zhang quite enough, and she stepped in beautifully.
So that's that tactic. Hope you got a lot out of it. What I'd also like you to do now is just listen to the TV analysts and the commentators and all the media, because come the semi-finals and finals of Grand Slams and obviously Davis Cup, this mythical Greek godlike creature called the big point player appears from nowhere, lasts for the semis and the finals. So listen to all these people talking about pressure and meltdown, and pressure and freedom and relaxed and playing the best tennis of the match. He or she is a big point player, and not one person anywhere says, and here is how you too can be a big point player. Until now. So big point player training is the world's first and only modular, proven, replicable method or system that anyone, any age, can practice and become a big point player. This is not high performance training, this is under pressure training, and affects everybody in exactly the same way. So if this resonates, click here, because we put together, I think, a really helpful guide, 5-step guide, how you can become a big point player. And subscribe to the channel, because we get 2 videos each week, which might be your own personal get out of jail card from that pressure prison. And give me your comments. We respond to every comment. And lastly, please share to your tennis network. We have a mission to get rid of this under pressure mystique and train people on it worldwide, but obviously don't send it to the people that you're wanting to beat.